The quarterback was.
I don't know what to say, really.
Fucking Roethlisberger, the quarterback, was all fucking hug it, chug it, football all night.
I know football. What you did with those boys. You were the right man for the job, coach.
You're Hall of Fame in my book.
Now, let's analyze what's been working for us. Not a goddamn thing's been working for us. Like this goddamn suit doesn't work for me. And this stinking tie, and this goddamn shirt, it doesn't work for me!
I'll tell you why you don't have your $10 million yet. 'Cause right now, you are a paycheck player. You play with your head, not your heart. In your personal life, heart. But when you get on the field, it's all about what you didn't get, who's to blame, who underthrew the pass, who's got the contract you don't, who's not giving you your love. And you know what? That is not what inspires people.
This is your opportunity
For
here.
you! Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime. But I don't want your life.
I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that itch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that itch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face.
You know how to play winning hard-nosed football? You play football like a Gennaro played football. A guy who gave his life for this football team. He was a 140-pound halfback, and he played like a goddamn wild man. No, like a goddamn rampaging beast. And that's the way you gotta do it. You go out there, you tear their fucking heads off, and you shit down their necks. Let us pray.
I'll see you in L.A.
No heart. No heart? I'm all heart, motherfucker!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Mikey Virginia here with the Palazzo Podcast, 2 L's, 2 Z's. Jumping on here for your Week 9 start sit questions. If you have them, drop them in the live chat. Always happy to help. Got our first one. We'll jump right into it. Sean Thomas, what's good, guys? Sean, just me today. Michael Govier is actually in at First Pitch, Arizona for the Fantasy Baseball Conference. But Sean wants to know McLaurin, Metcalf, or Devonta. Thanks. Assume you mean Devonta Smith. That's a good question. If I have to pick one of these guys, it's definitely not McLaurin for me. It's between Metcalf and Devonta Smith. Give me DK here. I just like his matchup a little bit better. So I lean Metcalf, but I wouldn't. It's close between him and Devonta Smith there. So I go Metcalf. Sean, thanks for the question, man. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're always happy to help out. Got some guys in the Discord asking questions. They should jump in the live chat. If you got questions, feel free to drop them in there. I'm always happy to help here. We have 2 people on right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Palazzo Podcast live. If you have questions, you need help with start sits, make sure you guys drop in the live chat. Always happy to help. I'm flying solo today. Michael Govier is in First Pitch, Arizona with the rest of the Palazzo boys. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, make sure you do so. It's on Baseball HQ's YouTube channel. I also posted it this morning as well. So make sure you guys check that out. If you got start sit questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. I'll be on here for the next 30 minutes or so, depending on how many answers or how many questions we get. So feel free to drop them. And if you haven't already done so, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Who's got questions? We got one person in here watching. What's up? If you got start sit question, drop in there, man. Let's hear them. Two people on here. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you got start sit questions, make sure you drop in the live chat. Happy to help. Make sure you guys give me common last names, PPR, non-PPR. Couple matchups I like today. I'm actually rolling. I've had a quandary all week long between Zach Moss and Darrell Henderson, and I can't decide who to start. I'm going back and forth. Donnie says, great call on the Titans last week. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it wasn't my lock of the year, but I did feel pretty confident that they'd beat the Falcons, and mainly because Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith is the biggest bozo in the entire world, or at least in the NFL, at least, and doesn't know how to manage his players. Somebody put up a good tweet. I reposted it the other day. It was Johnny Smith was blocking, and they did a little trick play. It was the number 2 tight end throwing to a number 3 tight end with their best tight end blocking. The guy's just an idiot. I'm not a huge fan of Arthur Smith at all, as I'm sure you guys have probably figured that out by now. Bijan Robinson should touch the ball 20 times a game, and I'm biased. Yes, I am biased. Disclaimer, I'm biased because I have him on my home league, and I want him to do well, and it's annoying to me that he only touches it 10 times a game. So anyways, we got one person in the live chat here. If you guys have questions, drop them in. Happy to help out. I'm going to try to get some folks on from my Discord to jump in here. And some folks on Twitter as well. Make sure you follow me at _ Mike Virginia. Make sure you guys are following Michael Govier as well at MJ Govier. And then make sure you guys are liking the Palazzo Podcast YouTube channel as well. So like I said earlier, guys I like this week, that could be some deeper flex plays. I like Zach Moss going up against the Panthers. Love Jonathan Taylor in this matchup as well. Smash spot for them, obviously, because the Panthers give up the most amount of points to running backs. So, between Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor, I like both those guys to score and have huge days today. So mainly Jonathan Taylor, obviously, because he sees the bulk of the work. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Zach Moss get anywhere between 10 to 12 touches, 60 total yards, and a touchdown. That's my call. Lock it in. I don't have the soundboard button that Michael has, but lock that in. Zach Moss, at least 60 total yards and a touchdown today. As I said earlier, I've been dealing with this all week. I don't know who to start between Moss and Henderson. Henderson gets the Packers today, so I'm not exactly sure who to start. But right now I'm leaning towards Zach Moss. I just like the matchup a little bit better. Donnie says, PPR, Brian Robinson or Justice Hill. I think you got to go Brian Robinson there just purely based off of volume alone. Justice Hill does get the work in the passing role, but I like Brian Robinson to also score. This is the thing that bothers me about PPR formats. Obviously, catching the ball out of the backfield is very, very important, whether it's half or full. But I also have to look at it from a sense of who has the number one thing that you always have to make, regardless if it's standard PPR or half PPR. The number one thing you have to think about, in my opinion, at least, right? I don't care how many good balls you catch out of the backfield. It has to be who has the best chance to score should be number one, right? Is that Brian Robinson or Justice Hill, right? So for me, it's Brian Robinson, and it's not close. I know Justice Hill has gotten some red zone work, but Gus Edwards got 3 touchdowns last week. Again, it was kind of crazy because I think he had 10 touches at 2 touchdowns one point in that game, which is weird. So for me, Donnie, it's Brian Robinson. It's not particularly close either. I like Justice Hill as a desperation flex play, but Ryan Robinson's volume is just so much more superior than Justice Hill's. So give me Brian Robinson. I think they right the ship here today, even after losing Chase Young and Montez Sweat to trade. I think the Commanders run the ball a lot today between him and Gibson, but Brian Robinson should see the ball anytime between 10 and 15 carries. I'd be shocked if he didn't get that. And it's worth noting, too, he has been catching some balls out of the backfield. So for everybody in the live chat, thanks for the question, Donnie. I appreciate it. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in. Always happy to help. Michael Govier, for those of you guys who are late joining, is not with me today. He is at First Pitch Arizona doing the Fantasy Baseball Conference. So Sam, Britton, and Michael got to be there and present. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you do so. It's highly entertaining. Even if you're not a fantasy baseball player, it's super cool to watch those guys in a conference setting and being able to connect with folks. So I was bummed I didn't get a chance to go this year, but I definitely will be going next year for sure. So if you have questions, I want to help you out. So make sure you drop them in the live chat. Just make sure you guys give me PPR, non-PPR, half point, whatever. And then also make sure that you give me common last names, distinguishing between common last names. So what's up, Dylan? Dylan Fink, I think that's how you say your last name. He wants to know, pick one, full PPR. Hollywood, Brown, Michael Thomas, Kareem Hunt, or Josh Downs. Injury, but playing today. Oh, that is a good question. So it's worth noting that Clayton Tune is going to be starting at quarterback. So automatically that kind of pegs down Hollywood, in my opinion, just because, again, we don't know what we're going to get from Tune there. And I actually expect this game. Deshaun Watson's back for the Browns. I actually think the Browns roll today. They are my lock of the week to beat the Cardinals. Not taking the points. I'm just going on money line. I'm just picking the Browns. I think the Browns beat the Cardinals. That's what I'm saying. So lock that in. We'll talk about that on Tuesday's show. So really it comes down, and Josh Downs for me too. I think that's going to be a running game a lot for Indianapolis today. I think they're going to run it down their throats, and they're going to be careful with Josh Downs as well with his injury. I know he's playing today, but again, that scares me a little bit. Maybe they limit his snaps. So between Michael Thomas and Kareem Hunt, especially if we play in full point PPR, I like Kareem Hunt here. The Cardinals suck on the run and on the ground. Jerome Ford should be heavily used in here, but Kareem Hunt is also going to be used as that pass catching back. I think Hunt scores today, and I also think that he has a plethora of catches and some touches as well. He's looked really, really good recently. I don't know how you can sit Kareem Hunt at this point. It's Kareem Hunt for me. Michael Thomas has just no upside. I mean, he's a safe floor, but he really doesn't give us much in terms of a touchdown. He's more of a, he's touchdown dependent. We just haven't seen that from him this year. For me, it's a slam dunk Kareem Hunt here, Dylan. And I feel pretty good about it too. So good luck today. Thanks for the question. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. What's up, Dave? Completely torn in he says completely torn in my tight end this week. McBride or Njoku, full PPR. I know a lot of people are high on McBride simply because of the fact that, again, he looked good last week. Kyler's not playing. It's going to be Clayton Tune today. That is a tough one as well, Dave. I will admit that's tough for me. Honestly, I need to see it first. I like I said earlier, I don't know if you caught my prediction here, but I think the Browns roll today. They get Deshaun Watson back. I think they're going to run it down their throats between Ford and Hunt. And, obviously they'll limit. That's another thing too, Dylan, if you're still watching. Watson's still dealing with that shoulder injury. So I think there's going to be plenty of touches to go around for Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford today. But that defense is just something I'm not willing to bet on there. So I think David Njoku probably has the best chance at a score. They've been kind of using him in some really cool packages recently too. So, and getting him the football. I like David Njoku here, Dave. I think that's the way I'd roll. I know McBride looked good. Ertz has been out, and I know rookie quarterbacks or even just, backup quarterbacks tend to lean on the tight end a little bit more as their safety blanket, but I'm not messing with that Cleveland defense today. I think Tune is going to be in for a very, very long day, be pressured into making some mistakes. I don't like really anybody from Arizona today. So if you're starting for anybody from Arizona, good luck. I hope you're not, but if you have to, I think McBride would be the only one here I would feel decently about, but I don't feel good about it. So for me, I think the safer play here is David Njoku, Dave, and that's who I'd roll with. So appreciate the question, brother. Thanks so much. For those of you guys who are just jumping on, welcome. Palazzo Podcast, 2 L's, 2 Z's. I'm Mike Virginia. Michael Govier is not here today. Make sure you drop your live sit or your start sit questions in the live chat. Always happy to help. I was just going over some guys that I like this week. I know the Chiefs and the Dolphins game is going on right now. I think Jalen Waddle went to the injury tent. He's on all fours, was able to walk off on his own power, which was cool, but hopefully he can make it back. If anybody has a score update for that game for the Chiefs Dolphins, please make sure you put it in the live chat here because I don't have my TV on. It's in the back here. Oops, sorry, that way. I don't have my TV on and I'm out watching it. So if anybody can give me a score update for the Chiefs and the Chiefs and the Dolphins game, that'd be great. Michael and I were talking about it too. Like, why in the hell are they putting probably the best game of the card on at 9:30 in the morning, right? Hey, one thing I will note, it was cool to get an extra hour of sleep today. So the clock's fall back, so which is good. So I'll take that. But still, I'd wish they put that game on primetime later tonight. So oh well. A couple things I want to mention too. If you have Jahmyr Gibbs on your fantasy team, this wouldn't be the Palazzo Podcast if I didn't mention Jahmyr Gibbs here. Okay. At least from my side. Sell Jahmyr Gibbs. Sell him now. Sell. David Montgomery's coming back next week. I know he had two good games. Shit defense in the Raiders. That was expected. Can't really use that as he's here. and he got garbage time in against the Ravens game. So sell high while you can, get something good for him. Josh, what's up, man? Welcome to the Palazzo Podcast, my friend. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Patreon starts at $3 a month. Really, really cool. You get access to rankings from me and Michael Govier. You also get Michael's betting content as well if you're somebody like who likes to gamble. So make sure you check us out there, Josh. Just Discord is free. Check us out there too. He says, would you do this trade in a 20-team PPR? Holy shit, 20 teams. He'd be trading away Christian Kirk for Javonte Williams and Higgins. My roster is Lamar, JT, Aaron Jones, Tyreek, DJ Moore, Kittle, and Christian Kirk. Holy shit, Josh. For a 20-team PPR and you have all of those guys, that is whew. If you have to be in first place. Let me know if you are or not, but you have to be in first place with that team. To answer your question, yeah, I'm making this trade. I like Higgins over Christian Kirk rest of season. I know Christian Kirk's been a little bit more consistent and been the number one target for Trevor Lawrence really since week 2 onward. I know Calvin really had a good game on week 1, but we haven't really seen much from him all season. I like T. Higgins. I love him as a buy low. I think he has a good game this week against Buffalo. It's clear Jamar Chase is the alpha. I don't know if you guys remember it too when Burrow was dealing with that calf injury. I want to say it was around week 2 or week 3. He demanded the football. He wants the football. He wants it 10 to 15 times. It's highly annoying for Higgins, but it is what it is. But I do like him as a bounce back. He's a clear number 2 in that offense. And he was also been dealing with rib injury recently, and then also Burrow's calf injury. So I like him as a buy low. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair between Buffalo and Cincinnati. I think T. Higgins scores today, and I like him for at least 70 yards receiving and a score. But you also get Javonte Williams as a kicker here, Josh. That's a no-brainer for me. Give me Javonte Williams and Higgins, absolutely. And you can plug in Higgins in that Christian Kirk spot today and go from there. I love the fact that you got Aaron Jones. Matt LaFleur did say that he should be, quote-unquote, unleashed. Matt LaFleur next to Arthur Smith is 1B to Arthur Smith's 1A in terms of biggest fucking idiot in the NFL. I hate Matt LaFleur. Not a good offensive coach. I don't care what anybody says. He had Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Anybody can look good with that. But yeah, I'm making this trade, Josh. I think that's solid. Do you value Higgins and Kirk about the same? No, I don't. I think I slightly lean Higgins a little bit higher than Kirk here. I think Higgins plays in a better offense. Jacksonville is very balanced on offense. Travis Etienne's there, obviously, and have been playing extremely well. And I think the Bengals are a little bit more of a pass-happy team. It's clear that Joe Burrow is back. He's healthy. I like the Bengals a lot this year, or actually the rest of season, for both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So I think they get him a little bit more involved as T. Higgins gets a little bit more comfortable with that rib injury. I think this is a slam dunk here. Higgins and Javonte Williams, you get in return for Christian Kirk. I'm making that deal 100%. So I value Higgins a little higher than Christian Kirk. So I appreciate the question, Josh. Oh, and he says he's in second place. Cool. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I expect that. For a 20-team PPR league and you got that team, if anybody drops out, invite me. I'll play. That's crazy that you have all those guys. Is it a dynasty league or is it redraft? I'm interested to know that. Dave says 7-0 Chiefs. Waddle left in the first series with a knee injury, questionable to return. Yeah, I know he went to the medical tent. I didn't see the actual extent of the injury or the play, but I hope he's okay. I'm going up against Patty Mahomes today, so in my home league, which I'm not happy about, but hey, whatever. All right, I will stick on here for another 10, 12 minutes. If anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. I don't know who my only viewer is. If you're my only viewer in here, say, hey, what's up? I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have regarding to your team. My only solo viewer on here. Make sure you check us out on Tuesday night. Michael Govier and I, we did Wednesday show earlier this week because we were both busy on Tuesday for Halloween. So we'll be back in live action on Tuesday night. Make sure you guys check us out. We'll do week 10 preview. We'll do some waiver wire stuff. We'll do trades. We'll do start sits. We'll do the whole kit and caboodle. So make sure you check us out. All right. Since we only have one person in here, I'm going to stay on here for another 40 seconds and cut it short today. I'll go and get some things done around the house. Maybe I'll take a nap before kickoff, and I'll tune into that Chiefs-Dolphins game. So appreciate you guys joining. Thank you so much. If you guys have start sit questions later on today, make sure you check. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm at _@Mike VA. And I'm happy to help. Make sure you follow Michael Govier as well at MJ Govier. And then also make sure you're also like and subscribe to this video as well as the Palazzo Podcast YouTube channel. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Again, good luck. Kicker talk. No, we don't talk kickers here. Appreciate you guys joining. Thanks so much. If you guys have questions, hit me up on Twitter. Thanks so much. Bye.
Fucking Roethlisberger, the quarterback, was all fucking hug it, chug it, football all night.
Donnie, I'll help you out here, man. Myers or Groupie? Give me Groupie. Yeah, I mean, they're both about the same for me. You can't really go wrong. We just had somebody else jump in. Cool. Yeah, give me Groupie here. Again, I rank them probably about the same. I think I have them back to back in my rankings, if I'm not mistaken. So you really can't go wrong. If you're looking for a little bit more consistency, safer floor, I guess Myers. But Groupie, I think, has the better day today. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a good rest of the day. And again, if you have questions, hit me up on Twitter. Love you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.